Good morning, everyone. Welcome to acrobatic class. What we have is 1 minute before we start. Let's do a sound check. All right, so we're going to need, you can just warm up on either the floor or a mat. You will need to be barefoot, so take off any socks that you have. And if you don't have a mat, like I said, you can do all your warm-ups on the floor, but when we start doing some work with our heads, you'll need a pillow or a cushion of some sort. Even a yoga mat would be okay. So if you have a yoga mat, you could spread that out on the ground. It gives you a little bit of cushion and a little bit of traction. So we're going to do today in this acrobatic class, we call it Acro level 1. We're going to do a nice warm-up with some strengthening exercises to get our arms and leg muscles strong. And then we're going to do some other skills. We're going to be working on our cartwheel today and stretching if we have time. Okay, so welcome everyone to Miss Lisa's living room dance studio. We got the mat, we got bare feet. Now, ideally, you don't want a bun in your hair. If you have one, you can keep it in, but sometimes that stabs me in the head. Ouch. So I'm just gonna go with my hair down. Let's get our music on. You guys, join me for some warming up. Let's jog it out. This is Batman song. Jog it and turn. Other way. Like a dog or a cat chasing their tail. All right, high knees. 2 hands on one leg. All right, run like a spider. Crawling up your wall of your bedroom to go in your nose while you're sleeping. Ah, just teased it. All right, kick it to the front. Woo! Kick it to the back. Oh, I had the Sim girls on my last class. Sim girls, are you on this class too? Are you doing acro with me? Now, Marie, Malia. All right, jog it out. Turn it. It's a sunny day here in St. Thomas. Other way. It actually feels warm. Woo! Okay, muscle jumping jacks. Show me your muscles. Yeah. All right, feet together. Test your balance. Grab your under your leg. Whoa. Circle your ankle. For me, this is hard because I'm balancing on the mat. Oh. Other way on the circle of the ankle. Circle the ankle the other way. Okay, other leg. Uh-oh. Lisa, come on, you can do it. See, you talk to yourself positively. You can do it. Now you can do it, Marie. Other way. All right, let's do the spider run one more time. Oh, bend your knees for the spider run. Like you're a spider. Oh, a lizard. It kind of looks like a lizard, doesn't it? All right, tick-tock. Head. All right, let's take a head circle. Oh, my neck bones. Your neck bones may crack. Do you know what the bones of your neck are called? Actually, that's your cervical spine. It's your cervical spine. It's part of the spine. It runs all the way from your head to your tail. What? We have a tail? All right, roll down. Touch the floor, bend your knees. Straighten your knees. Try to touch the floor. Bend your knees. Straighten your knees. Stay there. One more. Bend the knees. Straighten. Walk your hands out. Make the letter A for apple. And move your toes. Oh, we're stretching our toes, actually. Now we're stretching our calves. All right. Stay in your letter A and push-ups. feels harder. And blanket. I'll stand sideways so you can see my plank. Keep your bottom down. So I squeeze my butt muscles. Supergirl! How about this super puppy? Super puppy that's a hero. And one foot up on the other. Rock yourself. Okay, switch feet. Rock yourself. All right, let's do on our knees. This is where you need a cushion or something if you're on hard floor. All right, we're gonna lift same arm as leg. Tiger stretch. Rawr, I'm a hungry little tiger. Stay. Stay. Good tiger. Good. Bad tiger. Bad. Don't eat me. All right, let's switch arms and legs. Tiger stretch. Rawr, I won't eat you with these. Tigers are wild. They're not going to be my pets. All right. Now, what you're going to do, boys and girls, is keep your legs straight and kick it. I bring my toe to the ground as I kick. Whoa! Now try to kick your head. Take your head. Don't kick your eyeballs. You might have to shut your eyes a little. I'm still learning this. And switch sides. First, it's the straight leg. Leg straight. Batma. 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 Batma means to kick and dance. All right, now you're going to kick your head. And in ballet, we call our head our tet. Batma de tet. Batma de tet. Kick your head. All right, curl into a ball on your bottom and rock and roll it. Now, this is another place that you might need a mat because the floor would hurt your bones. Remember the spine I was talking about? Your spine. But you want to have spiky things coming from your spine. All right. Lift up. Table. And rock and roll it. One more time. All right. So guys, we're going to do up into our candlestick. So you're going to have your hands on your hips. Follow me, everybody. Toes to the ceiling. Now your candlestick breaks. Toes to the mat. Splits. Try your splits. Diamonds. And ride your bike. I'm going out to ride my bike. I'll be back in a little bit. All right, toes to the ceiling. Try to let go of your back. Candlestick's broken. Split. Diamonds. Ride your bike. Whee! All right, come back over to your tummy. Now, Miss Lisa's still learning how to do this, but you can do it. Arms straight, touch your head to your toes. And come down, grab your feet, and lift it up. Rock it. Now, of course, you need a mat for this because the floor probably hurts. And rest for a minute. If you're just joining us, I'm resting. All right, hands on the floor. Push your body up. And toes to your head. Touch your toes to your head. I'm so far away that I'm learning. I'm practicing. Maybe if I practice every day, I'll have it. All right, grab your feet and rock it. Looks like we're a boat on the ocean. All right, we got one more thing I want to do. Flip it over. This is called hollow out. Now, hollowed out, let me show you a side view. You want to keep your shoulders off the floor and your feet off the floor so you're not flat. All right, you come up and you're hollowed out. Then we're going to come up and do some bottom balances. Oh. Now, make sure you have a mat behind you, so if you're bottom balancing and you fall, you just roll back up. Yeah, without hurting your backbones. Yeah. So our first two hollowed outs are going to be from the flat position. So lie down like you're taking a nap. And I'll put the music on. Ready? Come up with the shoulders and feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rest. This is like to torture kids. I like to torture children. Okay, ready? Hollow out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rest. Guess what, guys? I'm torturing you and myself at the same time. That's silliness. All right, this time we're going to hollow out and then we're going to sit up on our bottoms. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come up on 8 and grab under your legs. This is your table. Let's pretend you don't have a table in your house. All I have is this leg table. I'll just eat my cereal. All right, come back down, hollow out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come up. Lunchtime. Do you guys like pizza? Let's eat some pizza. Delicious. My daughter doesn't like pizza. Nope, no pizza for her. Well, she doesn't like cheese. All right, let's hollow it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come up. Grab your feet. Keep your legs bent. Try your bottom balance. I'm going to wait for you guys. How you doing? All right, let's hollow it out. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this time you're going to try to straighten your legs. Oh, do my best. Break me heart. Look at us. We're doing good. Since we're here, let's do our straddle stretch. Stretch it. Woo. All right, butterfly stretch. Oh, my feet are stinky. Are yours? All right, our first skill today is I want to continue this from the last class. So if you took my hip hop class, we were working on these scissor kicks. And it's going to be similar to our handstand. So let's start first with our handstand. Then we'll go into our scissor kick. And then that will take us into our cartwheel. A couple rules when you're doing these things in your house. My mom used to say, no cartwheels in the house. And then the minute she'd leave, Miss Lisa was naughty and I'd do cartwheels. But that's how I got really good at it. So what you want to do is make sure that you're not close to a table or don't break your parents' TV. Not a good idea. But I saw Chloe and I saw Lily kick a table. Chloe kicked her computer keyboard. So make sure when you're by, you're not going to kick anything that's hard. My couch is soft, so I'm good there. So I might want to move my mat away from my TV. So just make sure your feet aren't close to kicking anything. So today with our handstands, we're going to do an L-shaped handstand for Miss Lisa. Okay, Lisa. So what you're going to do is have one foot on your mat. If you don't have a mat, have it in front of you. Hands are going to be out here. You're going to push your 1 foot high, and the other foot is just going to go into a lower shape. So it looks like an L. So you start up, L shape, and up. Now, one thing you don't want to do, guys, is have your bottom sticking out. So when you go up, hollow it out. Hollow it out. Hollow it out. Okay, I'm a weird teacher. Ready? And L-shaped handstand. Let's do 8 of these. I'm putting my music back on because I like music. Ready? And 1. If you want to go faster than me, you can, but just try to balance a little bit longer. I try to get up there and I try to stay for a little bit. like I'm floating up. That was a good floaty for me. Floaty. I got the couch behind me, so if I flip, I'll land on my couch and not break my TV. These are L-shaped handstands. All right, let's switch sides. 1 foot front. Now practice it slow for a minute. One leg's gonna go up. This is the leg that wasn't going up before. So it might feel weird. Does it feel wrong? All right, ready? Here we go. Oh, I didn't get up all the way. Sometimes you don't. 1 foot front. Remember, your legs have to stay straight. If you start to fall, you can bend the legs. We're gonna get strong. I can feel it in my arms. Let's do one more. All right, so those are L-shaped handstands. Do this with your wrist. Push them on your sides because you'll feel it in your wrist. All right, so what we're gonna do now is similar setup. That means this similar starting position. So you'll have 1 foot front, but you're gonna scissor. So what you're gonna do is kick this leg, kick the other leg, and come down. Scissor, kick, scissor, kick, okay? Start with 1 foot, but guess what? You're gonna kick this leg and this leg. L shape. It's kind of like an L shape, but scissors. Ready? And scissor kick. And go again. Let's keep practicing our scissor kicks. Miss Lisa, don't kick the table behind you. Woo, this is fun. This preps us for our cartwheels, though. Because a cartwheel is kind of like a scissor kick. Now, gymnasts start with their hands up. A lot of times acrobatics, we start with our hands in the middle. So both are correct. If you want to have your hands over your head, you can, but your arms do have to be nice and straight. All right, let's give our wrists a little break. Oh, I'm feeling that in my wrist. All right. To give our wrist a break, let's do our headstands, okay? So the key thing about your headstand is your head has to be in front of you and your hands are back by your knees. Now, if you have a pillow from your bed, that might be good. My couch pillows are too thick, but I've got a mat, so I'm good. Now, I would recommend putting yourself close to the wall, not a window. You don't want to break a window with your foot. You don't want to break your foot, I should say. But like my couch is right here, so I could lean on it if I start to fall. So it's kind of my help. It's like Miss Lisa when I help you do your handstand or your mom or dad. So your couch can be your assistant that you don't have to pay. Hey, assistant, I'm not paying you any money today. I'll just pay you with a nap. All right, so you're going to put your head on the mat. So watch Miss Lisa for a minute. All right, so you're kind of in the doggy or cat position. Put your head on the floor, but move your hands back by your legs. Then you have to tiptoe up. Walk your feet in, and then walk your legs to your elbows. So I'm really practicing my tripod. Then if you feel confident, you can take your knees up. All right, and if you feel really confident, you can take your legs up into a full headstand. All right, if your couch is behind you, you can bend your feet. All right, and then you can flip over if you want. If you're by your couch, you can put your feet together. And Miss Lisa's stuck, so I'm gonna have to swing my legs down. All right, so let's first just practice our headstand balance before we flip to our couch. But then we can flip to the couch, bending your feet. But let's just first do our headstand practice. When you're done with your headstand a little bit, do this with your neck. Sometimes, do this. Sometimes your neck feels a little shorter. All right, so head on the ground. You're in your doggy cat position, head down. Now move your hands back. And then tiptoe up. Walk your feet in. And now my bottom is in the sky. Uh-oh,
Keep your hands down, Miss Lisa, and tripod balance. Now, if you're already good at your tripod, you can take it up to a little tuck position, or you can take the full headstand. You can bend your feet and land on your couch. And then if you want to flip over, keep your feet together and bounce it off the couch.
Now that's not a kickover, that's just a flip over. Kickovers are when your bottoms don't touch the couch and you're in a bridge. But let's let our head rest for a minute. Rest your wrist. I want to do one more headstand. This time I want you to try your legs in the splits. Okay, so you'll go to your tripod with your leg on your, I guess this is my tricep muscle, okay? And then you'll take your legs into the splits. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch me. But just to remind you, you'll be in your dog or cat position,
head down, move your hands back by your legs, tiptoe up, go into your tripod, then go into your splits. Ta-tom, ta-tom. Hey, Mom, Dad, I'm just hanging around in the splits. Take it up for your headstand. All right, and then you can practice bending your feet, landing on your sofa, and then to flip over, have your feet together, push your bum off the couch.
Woo! That is fun. Practice it for a minute. I'll give you 1 minute to practice. And I'm gonna just see how my neck is doing. All right. Now, to give our wrist a little break, again, my wrists still feel it. Let's go into our couch. Now, if you don't have a couch, you can always practice this off your bed, but beds are a little higher, so it's a little hard. It's a little easier actually from a bed, but you want to make it harder. So if you're at a lower position, it's a little harder for you, which is good because then you get better. So you're going to be on your couch, and you're going to have your feet up the opposite way, and you're going to you can put your head down on the ground. We just practiced this a little bit, okay? So you're going to just flip it over. Ta-da! Now, I landed on my knees, but you can try landing on your feet. Plus, you guys are shorter than me. Unless Cheyenne, are you doing this class, Cheyenne? Cheyenne's taller than me. Cheyenne, you might need to practice off your bed if your bed's higher. All right, so let's do a couple flips. Now, these are not kickovers, they're flips. Feet are together. Kick your feet. If you can land on your feet, ta-da, ta-da. Let's do a couple more, because these are fun. Don't fall asleep, Miss Lisa. This is cozy. This is my cozy position. Boom. Ta-da. Oh, that's right. I have to stand up. Ta-da. Are you guys having fun flipping off your couch? Because guess what? We're going to be doing cartwheels next. All right. Now, let's rest our heads for a minute. Let's practice our cartwheels. Now, I showed you guys, remember, try not to kick any of your parents' expensive belongings. Is Miss Lucy going to kick the ceiling fan? I might have to move this. So, you might remember that we practiced scissor kicks. So remember we just did these? Pick your favorite leg. Maybe your right leg is your favorite leg. Up. So if your right leg is your favorite leg to kick up first, raise your hand. That's my favorite. I'm going to show you how to do a cartwheel if your right leg is your favorite. However, what you have to do, instead of having your hands, can you guys see these lines on my mat? Instead of having your hands on the lines, you actually have to put one hand on each side of the line. And your fingers are pointing towards my TV. But my belly button's this way, Miss Lisa. I know, it's your fingers pointing away from your belly button. So what you're going to do, put your hands down, kick one leg and the other. So you're basically turning. Let Miss Lisa show you this way, and hope I don't kick anything. Kick one leg over and over. So it's the scissor kick, but now you're turning like a wheel. Scissor kick. All right. Now, if your scissor kick and your favorite leg is your left leg, so boys and girls, I just did my right leg and I'm facing my sofa or couch. So if your favorite leg for your scissor is your left leg, then what you're gonna do is face this way. Fingers are gonna be pointing away from your belly button. What? This way feels more comfortable, I know. Face it this way. One hand, kick your left leg, your right leg. It looks, at first when you start, they don't look so good. But guess what? You keep practicing and they get better. So, ready, set, hands, one leg, the other. Ta-da! All right, so let's practice a few of our cartwheels. If you already know your cartwheel, just do some, maybe back and forth. Maybe you could, if you know your cartwheel, maybe you could have your belly button always facing this way so that you do one this way, and then you go the other way. That way you practice both directions. However, if you're just learning, I'll do my right leg side again. So have one hand up, and you're gonna go down, kick, kick. It's a scissor kick, but it circles over like a wheel. Right side again, if your right leg's your favorite. Boom, boom. All right, now let's say your left leg's your favorite. Boys and girls, if you've got it, you can keep practicing. My left leg's my favorite, it's kicker. All right, so face this way. Boom, boom. All right, try the left. If your left leg likes to kick it up. Boom, boom. All right, how are we doing on these cartwheels? Pretty good? All right, so we have a couple more minutes. Let's practice our handstand landing on our couch. Okay, so you're gonna go up into your L-shaped handstand. You're gonna bend your legs and land your feet on your couch, okay? So you'll be ready here. You'll go up and you're gonna bend both feet in and you land on your couch, all right? And then that's a kickover. So a kickover is from your bridge, which we were just doing. Now, if you don't feel confident in doing these, I understand. You need to practice your bridges more. So let me just go over this one more time. So get ready to go into your handstand. And remember, bend your feet so you don't kick your parents' wall. All right? And you go up into your handstand, tuck your feet, and then if you feel strong enough, kick over. Now, if you're still working on your bridge, just to remind you, you go down on your back, hands are by your ears. Your goal is to stay up for 8 counts. So if you would like to still continue to practice your kick or your forward walkover to your couch, please do. I'm going to show those of us that don't know how to do the bridge, how to do the bridge. Push your hands up and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come down and rest. So that is something you want to practice, and you want to be able to hold it for at least 8, 9, or 10 counts. So boys and girls, let's finish because my wrists are killing me. Are your wrists killing you? No, because you're young? Okay, great. Let's do out to the middle. Let's do a cool down for us. We did a lot today. So things to practice: cartwheels, L-shaped handstands, scissor kicks in your handstand, headstands using the couch, and handstands flipping onto your couch and then kicking back over if you can get it. All right, so let's cool down with, oh yeah, that was a good cool down song. Ready? Roll down, fingers walking down the legs. And plie and straighten. Plie and straighten. Walk your hands out a little bit and move your toes and feet again like we did in the beginning. All right, we're gonna take one leg up, stretch it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring it down, other foot. I'll turn this way. Ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come down to a squat position. Hands. And here we go. Lie on your back. Take your leg to your head. 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep resting. Just breathe. Stretching is important because then you can get your legs more easily up for handstands. Switch legs. Breathing. And coming up, take one leg on top of the other, the pretzel. Tie your legs into a pretzel knot and stretch over. Elbows to the floor if you can. Because Lisa's not able to bend over today. I'm so tight. Boys and girls, thanks for joining me. This is going to be, as soon as we are done here, I will save this to my YouTube channel, and then you can come back and do more acrobatics. If you joined me last time, my video got stuck in live broadcast, I guess for infinity and beyond. So basically, I had to kind of like delete that video because it won't stop live broadcasting. But this one should save properly. So if you want to come back and practice this tomorrow or the next day, that would be excellent, because then you'll gain strength and you'll gain skills. You'll get really confident in what you're doing and you won't be so nervous flipping upside down. All right, so come back again. And I do have classes tomorrow evening. I've got hip hop and acro again. So if you want to join me then, I'd love to have you. Thanks, guys. Have a great afternoon.